So the bike is starting, as you guys just saw, and this video is pretty much just gonna be me explaining on things what to look for if your bike is not starting, it's cranking, and maybe it's not even starting. This could all help you out. I made a whole list, so stay tuned. I know there is a couple of videos, and but the ones that I watched were not going past certain things that I'm gonna bring up here. So it's just kind of like, if you want to watch, cool. I will be showing you examples of some, and for some other ones I do have videos posted of it. So yeah, stay tuned. The way I did it was completely off. I just kept switching different parts. If I had this video to tell me to go step by step, I would definitely use it. So yeah, just so I could avoid spending a lot of money and stressing myself out. But yeah, so here goes nothing. I hope this really helps you guys out. Now for the first thing that you guys are gonna want to look over, the first thing I would do is gas. Obviously that sounds stupid, but you don't know how long your bike has been sitting there, how if you're buying a new one and you're trying to start it, or also it could just be leaking as you're riding it. So I would honestly check gas. Super easy fix, right? Now for the next one, if you have gas, remember your bike or car needs three things: gas, so it's fuel, air, and ignition. Okay, so we're gonna go over all of that. So after gas, I would honestly go into my fuses. I'm gonna show you guys upcoming video. Fuses are underneath the seat. What you gotta look for is there's an ignition one that at one point I was trying to start my bike and I ended up burning the fuse, and it was not starting at all. It wasn't even cranking. So if yours is not even cranking, that could be an issue. Your fuse box under the seat, it has the ignition one, the headlights, and all of that. It's like 5 of them. Check all of them. I can't show you guys a burnt one because I don't have one at the moment, but if they are burnt, it should be a little fuse, and it's like a bridge. If the middle is black or it's unconnected, that's a bad fuse. The good thing about these bikes is that it does come with a spare fuse, 2 spare fuse for both sides. So, and you're also going to be able to check, if do an extra step, if there is power on them. I'm going to show you in the video. You're going to grab one of these little things, okay, connect it to the ground and test it. It should light up. If it lights up, all your fuses are good. That's just a double check. Okay, so like I said, this is your fuse box right here. Really simple. When your ignition does not turn on, usually the ignition one is burned out. That's what happened to me. Okay, you want to make sure the key is in the ignition. You just turn it once and you're going to connect it to your ground, and you're just going to check every single fuse like this. You could also do the pulling out method, but that's just a second step to check that you do have power. As you see, all of them are going on. If they're not, it won't bright up, and that's when you pull them out and check if they're a little bit burnt. Okay, so that's how do you check that. Now continuing for the next one, if you have just checked your fuse box and everything seems to be fine, all your fuses are correct, if you do need some, you can get them on Amazon or AutoZone. They're right there. Now for the next thing you want to check is your battery. So for your battery under the seat, I would recommend you guys taking it out before testing it. I would charge it overnight, ground power, you guys already know, with the little charging system. Charge it overnight, or take it to AutoZone. If you guys don't have it, they will charge it for you, and then check the voltage. Now for these types of bike, I believe they should be at 12 volts. I think when you turn it on, it shouldn't drop lower than like 9 or 10, maybe something like that. You could always look at that, but yes, you could check your voltage. And how I would check mine, it's this little volt reader. Okay, super cheap. You don't have to go out and spend $300 on one of them, which they do sell them for. Go to AutoZone, 20 bucks. Harbor Freight has them for like 5 or 10 bucks. Okay, so you're just gonna want to switch it to volt, ground, power, same thing as I just showed you. Same thing I'll show you guys right now. But yeah, that's what you're gonna want to do. So fully charged and then check it. So that could be a thing. If you're not sure, you could go to Shopper or AutoZone. They will test the battery for you. Okay, Now, if it is the batteries run about 100 to 200 for a really good one. So I would probably just do that if it is that, but that would be the second next thing, okay? Now, going to another issue, electric wise, what I ended up changing, and I don't think I posted this video, but what I ended up changing under the seat where the fuse box and the battery, it's called a stator relay. Stator relay, I think, or starter relay, so one of those two things. It's a little box. I will show you guys right now what to do and how to test it. You got to make sure there's no corrosion. I did end up replacing mine. There was no corrosion. There's power, which I'm just going to show you guys right now. And yeah, so with that same little light tool to check for power, connect it to ground, test it out. You guys will see in the next clip, okay? All right, so how you check this, like I said, this will be tucked in under that. I have it shown in previous videos. You pop this off and check your fuse first, okay? Make sure that it is not blown. It's pretty much straight. If not, you can always go with your little thing. It's working perfectly fine. If it is blown, these relays come with a spare one, and you're able to put a new one. Now, there is a step that I can't really guarantee you how it works, but I do know that if you are getting power like this on this one, and when you turn on the bike, you get power on this one. So say I were to turn on the bike and it goes right here, then that means this is good. Okay, but if you get no power on either of this, so this one like normal, and this one when the bike goes on, because remember the it's shooting back power. If it doesn't turn on when you turn on the bike, then you know it's probably this. Okay, remember, always clean it if there's corrosion. Mine had a lot of corrosion. I think I tossed it out, but it had a lot of corrosion. Check your fuses on that. So that is the third part to check. So if you have done the battery, the fuse, and the stator and gas, so far it's looking good. Everything is intact and good. The next thing you're gonna want to check, I do not have a video of this, and I am not sure how to do it, but it seems a lot of people do it on YouTube, so go ahead and look it up. It would be the easiest thing to do is called the kickstand switch. So the kickstand, right there is a little switch. So when you kick it up, it triggers the clutch, or whatever the situation is. It triggers the clutch thing to where it's able to start. So like, for example, if you have it in first gear and you put your kickstand down, you notice how the bike automatically turns off. So there's a switch for that. Sometimes what happens is that thing is, I don't know, messed up, or it's stuck. Throw some WD-40, or I know that you can Mickey Mouse it and put it to where you can bypass it. That could be an issue. So check that. I didn't do that because I wasn't even thinking that was an issue, because I don't think it was. But yeah, so look that up, okay? Super cheap. Now, the part that fixed the thing that was actually wrong with my bike. For those who are new, my bike has been down for about 4 months. For those who are old, you guys know that I've been doing everything possible to try to turn this on. I ended up taking it to a guy because I couldn't spend no more money. Like I said, everything I'm about to talk to you guys about here, I did to my bike, and I spent at least a good $1,000 to $2,000 on this, which I'm trying to help you guys avoid. So the thing that was wrong with mine is called a single generator, okay? This is on the clutch right here in the clutch. I believe there is a wire that goes to the clutch, and that generator, the wires were completely cut off, so there was no power going to it. They were burnt completely off the part. I will insert a photo and a video of that part that my friend was able to do. Like I said, I didn't know how to get to that. I just left it, and it cost me around $300 for a brand new part. You could get all the parts that I have put into this bike have been for Southern California dismantle. It's not sponsored, but every single part, they're literally half off. But you do run the risk of it not being OEM, so that is up to you guys. You can't return it back and stuff like that, but it is cheap and it's good. They work pretty good. Now, for that part, the single generator on the clutch, you are not allowed, you cannot buy that at the dismantle place at all. Reason being is because it is sold with the engine. Common sense, it needs it to turn on. So that's what mine ended up happening. And yeah, luckily I didn't burn it out, because I guess there's like some metals that hold the wire, and that could have easily gone into the engine and torn it up. So like I said, always check that. If you're not sure how to, I would probably look up videos. But yeah, so that was wrong with mine. But that would be the next step I would actually look into. Now, following that, on the right hand side by the gas, you know that little red power kill switch, I would check that one too. Now that one I have looked up videos. Most of the time they have it burnt out. So same thing with this side. It was burnt. It could be burnt out. You could take it off and then just look under it. There is a bypass for it. I can't show you guys how because I didn't test that part, but that could be an electrical issue. Okay, so if that's burnt out, there's no power going, not enough power, but there is videos. So just put like I don't know, power switch, I don't know, something like that. Right. Okay, so now that you have done that and your bike is still not starting, what I would do next, which I did mine out of, there is a video on this. I did the rectifier and the stator. I did do a video on this. I didn't do it in the order that I'm explaining everything, but I would honestly check the stator and the rectifier. Now the stator and the rectifier are located right here. I have a whole video on it, and if you're not sure how they look like, I have the spare ones. This one goes in the front by the fan, and then the rectifier is this. Okay, whole video on it. I'll explain quick overview. These cannot be black. If they're black, then most likely it's bad. I'm pretty sure you're able to test it. I just don't know how to. You do have to have your bike tilted to the side. If you're not okay with that, then take it somewhere. Got those parts as well. I got them at the dismantle place. Yeah, but honestly, I would probably get somebody to do it because you do leak oil and it's just a whole mess. But I have a video on it, so go ahead and watch that. But yes, I would do that because in the beginning, what was happening before this issue happened was it was draining out my battery, and this rectifier stator will end up draining. It's like an alternator for a car. It drains out your battery. I mean, it runs on that, but it drains out your battery, and then it's running on that, and then you could burn it out. So that's what happens. But yes, I would do that. Okay, so I ended up doing it, ended up running for a bit, but then we had another issue. So now that you have resolved the outer issues, fuses, power, and all of that, mostly power, we're gonna go with internal. One of the things that I did do, and this would probably be my next step, is we already checked that there was power. So what do we do next is check ignition, that there is fuel going through, right? So for internal issues, what I ended up doing with this bike, and I do have a video on this as well, is the fuel pump. Okay, the fuel pump is right here underneath this gas tank. Okay, super easy to fix, and you could change it because one, you don't know how new the newest one is on there. It could have corrosion. The little sponge in there could be really dirty. You could just clean it, or I would just really replace it. They're not that expensive, and you could get just like aftermarket ones. I think I got mine for like $60 or $70. Got an aftermarket one. There's a video. Go ahead, go through my channel. You will see it. Super easy fix. Runs you about like probably, like I said, 60 something bucks, right? Plus fuel, let's say $100. So my bike did start the minute after I changed that, but then it still didn't stop. That's why we went on to the other stuff. But like I said, if it's dirty and all that, it could help you not start your bike. So now these are getting to more pricier parts and testing parts. Now the next thing I ended up doing, I do have a video of it, but I have not posted this. If you guys need help with it, I could definitely show you guys how, or show you guys where to do and how to do it. is your spark plugs. Your spark plug is this underneath all of this on the mount or whatever, the engine mount. So the spark plugs is underneath all of this. I ended up swapping them all out, put brand new ones. I got them from Malcolm Smith for about $60. You could test them. The way I was taught is that if the end of the spark plug is burnt or black, most likely it needs to be a new one. But mine were good. I just did it regardless to, like, you know, like I said, I wanted to test everything. But yeah, there is a way to test it. I'm not sure how. Pretty sure the same tools. You could look up videos, but I would do a spark plugs, okay? Make sure you put those. There's a video that I have. Let me know if you guys want that. I'll show you guys how to do it. So following, you change the sparks. And now this is something I did not do. You could test out the coils, which is, the coil is the big long tube that's connected to the sparks. You could test out the coils. There is tests on YouTube how to do it. I did look it up. I didn't bother checking it too much just because coils really don't go out, as I was told by a lot of people. They said usually that's the last thing to go out. They last pretty good unless they're burnt or like glued onto your spark plug. Then I would change them, definitely. And but if that's the case, then you probably have a bad motor to begin with. But yes, I would do the coils test before replacing them, because they are kind of pricey. Those are actually really one of the second to last most expensive things. As for the spark plugs, going to the spark plugs, you could test it also. Just have the spark on the thing and then touch ground. There's spark going, so you know you're good. But yeah, the coils, I'm sorry, I can't help you guys with that one, just because I didn't do it. I have somewhat of an idea video with the sparks. I could put those together, but I don't want you guys to go off what I'm saying, because I'm not 100% sure on that. But that would be something to check next. Now, the last thing I ended up doing before me fully giving up was I ended up cleaning the injectors. The injectors are all the way in here. I have a video. I recorded a video of it. So if you guys want it, please let me know. I could definitely show you guys. I cleaned all 8 injectors. You have to take the whole fuel line. I cleaned the whole fuel rail and everything. And the reason for that being is sometimes they're really clogged, because think about it. No, in reality, nobody ever goes deep down. Out of you having the bike, I could tell you that you don't clean your injectors on the yearly at all. So that was an issue that I came across that could have been. Now I ended up cleaning them. The thing I did clean them with was with this. And I ordered this little kit. It comes with like injector cleaner. I'm not sure exactly what it is. My boyfriend was just telling me that it could be gas or something like that, or maybe WD-40. I'm not sure. But whatever it comes with, I will try to put the link in the bottom. I got it on eBay. It was literally $10. So these two, you connect it to a battery, and then you connect you connect it to a battery, and then you plug in your one injector at a time here. At the end, it has a tip. You put on it and you press on it. I have a video of this, so if you guys want it, please comment below. And you just push it down, and it literally sprays the fuel through the injector, unclogging everything. So it comes with one for dirt bike, and then one for a motorcycle one. I would definitely keep these. Worth it. You just gotta refill the thing. But I would clean those too. That's a really cheap thing. You really don't spend too much, but yeah, they're super easy to clean. Yeah, that is everything I did to my bike. Everything was out of order. The reason I'm explaining it to you guys in order, it's because I want you guys to save money and avoid all these headaches that I had to go through. Hopefully this video helped. Hopefully you guys stayed through. And yeah, she's back and running. I don't have a name for her yet, but I will. Hopefully I am gonna get like that little 360 Pro thing, so I'm gonna try to record a video today just so you guys can see how and hear how she sounds. But yeah, this is her. I really hope you guys get your bike going. Like I said, I would do all those steps, so now she's gonna be good for a good while. After that, I just plan on doing like detailing, you know, more paint, maybe new paint, new everything, but so far everything is okay. And as for the Camaro, This thing is down and it is going to need a whole new block. I'll show you guys some clips of what it needs, but yeah, he ended up literally, it's gutted out right now. The blocks are being rebuilt and he's gonna cam it. I know he thinks he could beat me after that, but I doubt it. And yeah, so hopefully if you guys have a Camaro SS that has probably a shooting signals like cylinder 6 is out, honestly it's not gonna be your cylinder. It could be an O2 sensor because he has fixed it before and it's worked, but like now it's completely the whole engine. So we're working on that, ordering it, not sure exactly which one he got, but once it comes in I will have a video posted. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good one and ride safe.